have this light bar that we're going to be trying to toss in right now with the brackets that are somewhere. It's kind of hard to do that when you don't have the brackets. They're here somewhere. All right, I found all the stuff for it. Here's the brackets. Here's the directions. There's pictures so I can actually do my job. It comes with all these to install the light bar. It comes with a grade 8 bolt and double nut and stuff like that, but I have the tool. I'm going to use the tool. It works better. And then it also comes with little templates for drilling your holes for both sides. Got that one too. And this comes from SoCal Super Trucks. I'm not putting on that sticker. I just needed the brackets, and they were cheap. But yeah, this has all the directions, tells you what size, everything you need as well. So, yeah. I already have the molding pulled off on this side that goes above the door. So, yeah, all I gotta do is just follow the directions, start drilling holes, and then use some of this stuff to seal it to the cab so we don't have water and stuff getting in there and making it all nasty and then rusting out the cab, because that would suck. But it's a Dodge, it's gonna do that anyway. Here's with the riv nuts installed on the driver's side. I punched the holes, drilled through 1/4 inch on here. It says to go through 3/8 on here, but the bolts are 1/4 20, so that should be fine. And then, yeah, just riv nutted, and then if you can this one, you can see a little bit because I forgot to peel the sticky back. But I put silicone behind it, same with this and this one as well. I peeled the factory stuff off here, and then I'm just going to hit it with the silicone when I go to reinstall it. It tells you to remove this whole piece, but it's kind of flimsy, and there's this little tack right here that grips the molding. So when I push it back, I'm just going to bend that back up, and then it's going to look great. So yeah, that's driver's side done. I'm going to do the passenger side. That took me probably 10 minutes, and I work slow. So yeah, getting these brackets installed is not a super long process. So this is what it looks like installed. It's pretty sturdy on there. I put the silicone on the threads as well, just to seal it even further going in. It's a quarter 20 bolt. The Allen is a 5/32, and then these guys are T15s. Yeah, and that's the passenger side installed. I'm going to install the molding and then get the driver side installed and throw the light bar up there as well. It says to put the light bar in through this hole first so you're not fighting it. So yeah, slap it in here, probably screw the nut or whatever you have on there lightly so you can wiggle it around, and then get the other side in there. So here it is all installed. I was able to run the wire between the molding and the body. It had the little tabs to help mount it on my buddy's Jeep for whatever mounts that he had on it, but I was able to rob the little plastic T15 Torx and then put a washer on it, and boom. Put those on, bent them into place a little bit, runs all the way down. Then this connector will go through there into here, and then I'll wire it into that and into the switch panel. I'm going to wire in another one of the relays because this thing probably draws a ton of amperage, and I don't want to blow fuses or melt down wiring. It's running 12 gauge wire, so we'll run a relay, and then yeah, forget about it. Now that I have this light bar, all I need is a Metal Militia sticker. I have the connector run down through here, and it's right here. And I was going to use the relays over there and do my own stuff, but I remembered I had bought 2 of these harnesses, the rigid ones, and rigid to rigid light bar probably going to work good. So that's what I'm going to do instead. That way it just takes out guesswork, and it's just a lot easier. It's already loomed and stuff. I just got to splice it into my little panel right here, put a fuse in it, run it to my switch panel in the cab. Yep, switch panel. And then plug it in here. Alright, so I cut the power and the positive and negative wire short because I'm going to mount it right here. This is just another bracket that I had made for something else. So I'm going to mount it here. The positive will go here, negative will go here. So I shortened that significantly, so I'm not having a whole coil of wires. And then the same thing, I did the same thing for the actual plug into the light bar. Just this plug, I chopped a bunch of wire out of there, used my soldering iron, heat shrinked it, and then wrapped it in electrical tape because I don't have heat shrink that's long and this big. So it looks a lot shorter. But now I need to lengthen this to run from there all the way into there. So I had all the length of wire in the wrong spots. But yeah, I'll just add some to here and then start running. Okay, so connector, shorten one, went over that, shorten that, that's good. And here's my connection right here. I didn't have any blue wire, so I ran 2 reds, and then I marked it with a purple because my blue heat shrink is way too small. Yeah, so here's my lengths of wire that'll run from in there under the dash and over to my switchboard. First of all, I gotta thank my brother-in-law for getting me this awesome light. Now I can see everything that's going on in here. I'm not trying to stick my phone in random places. Yeah, got it plugged in here. Got my connection right there going up the light bar. And then, yeah, got it wired up right here and right here as well. I'll put the cover back on in a second. Yeah, I tested it already and it didn't pop the fuse. It popped it the first time because I had it wired wrong. I can never figure out those switches and which way it's supposed to go. But I have it wired correctly now. And I have to thank my parents for getting me one of these little lights. Both of these are at Harbor Freight. They're the Braun lights. These ones are AA powered, which I'm not a huge fan of. That one you plug in, but yeah, still works great though. Yeah, just wired into the back of here. So yeah, the blue wire from the rigid harness came into the bottom. The normal power wire, what I think it's the normal power wire, came to the top, and then the black wire came to what online said was supposed to be the light one. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I tried it. It's working how I want it to. It didn't pop the fuse. Yeah, now it's working. So I'm happy. I'm gonna get it put together, then I'll show you. Okay, so finished product. You don't care about this. Light bar. And everything back in here. Turn on the light. Well, bam. Daytime in front of us. Nighttime, daytime, nighttime. I've seen this light bar work on my buddy's Jeep, so I'm pretty stoked to go out and use it eventually. And now we move on to the next thing. Thanks for watching.